Hello and welcome back to another one of my tying tutorial videos. In this particular video we're going to be looking at a nymph pattern, a scruffy olive as I like to call it. So from the back of the last video, the phone post Klinkhammer, a few people asked kind of what nymph would be used, or what nymph I would typically use. So there's a couple of different options for myself. I'd either fish something like a flashback pheasant's tail, an orange tag, or obviously a red tag if you want, and this particular one here. I thought I'd share this one with you because it's a super simple tie. There's literally only a few materials needed, and you can get these tied up in kind of no time at all. So in the vise I've got a size 16 Jig Nymph hook with a 2mm tungsten bead. Tying thread that I'll be using is just standard uni thread 8 in black. So I'll come in with a tying thread, I'll take a few wraps, tapering it behind the bead just to secure that in place. It just makes the rest of the tying process a little bit easier. So for the tag on this, it's some Krystal flash. So I take 2 strands and I'll fold it over to make 4, and then I can come and catch that in with a pinch and loop. Take my tying thread rearward, and then what I like to do then is add my rib, which is a silver wire, which I haven't got to hand. Where's that gone? Bear with me while I take some silver wire wherever it is. So yeah, like I say, the rib is a silver wire, so I'll run that up to behind the bead and I'll catch that in with my tying thread and obviously work my way back up to that bead. So for the body, like I say, it is a scruffy olive. So I've started to use this stuff recently from Chuck and Duck, which is a Shabby UV blend. So it's a natural blend of fibres, just with a little UV sparkle running through it. So we'll catch that in. And obviously the joy with this stuff is it's, as I say, it is a nice coarse dub, so you can kind of get that scruffy look through it. So we're going to take that up to behind the bead, so I'll add a pinch more, and already you can start to see some of those coarser, longer fibres are obviously coming through. Okay, so there we have it. So what we'll do now is we'll add our rib. So we're going to look to add 4 to 5 turns. That's 2, 3, 4 and 5 right behind the bead. Secure that with a few turns of our thread before breaking that off. So what I'll do now is I'll come in and I'll trim my tail. So normally a tag I'd come to the point of the hook, the bend of the hook, sorry, but I'm going to come back a few millimetres just to make this one a little bit longer. And already you can start to see some of those fibres coming through to give it that kind of, like I say, that scruffy look. So the last thing to do is to add the collar. So for that I like to use a Hare and Squirrel blend, again from those over at Chuck and Duck. So dub that on. We don't dub that on too tightly. I'm just going to catch that on around the bead. So to finish the fly, I'll just draw all the fibres back so we don't catch too many and take a single turn. I'll then come in with a touch of varnish on the thread, not too much, and we'll add a 3-turn whip. So 1, 2 and 3, and that is it. It is that simple. Come in and cut to our tying thread. What I'll then do is I'll come in with my Velcro, and as you can see it's looking a bit all over the place at the moment, so we'll get some of these fibres drawn back. And then, like I say, it is a scruffy olive. We do want a few of those fibres coming through, but any of the longer ones that we don't want, we can obviously trim those away. One there just over by the head just to neaten it up. And as I say, when that's in the water, those UV strands obviously catch the sunlight and really make it pop. It's one of those flies. It's not a very pretty looking fly, but it is a great fly to have in the box. Like I say, that Krystal flash tag really does make quite a good a good little tag to use. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Just trying to get the camera to focus a bit better for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, and you get a few of those tied up, and let me know how they go for you. So all the best, and I'll see you again soon.